Yo, what up, YouTube? I can't even believe I'm making this video right now. But as y'all probably read by the title, Akira Toriyama has passed away. And I just felt like I really wanted to at least, number one, say thank you for everything you've done for a lot of us, especially a lot of us guys out there. I'm not saying, there aren't any women out there, anything that's been affected by Dragon Ball, but for the most part, guys, y'all know, man, like this man really molded a lot of us through that show. You know what I mean? Whether you like Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Trunks, Tien, Yamcha, Hercule, you know what I mean, bro? The list goes on. The list goes on, man. And Piccolo, Krillin, you know what I mean? The list goes on. And it's just crazy because I didn't realize how much of an impact this man really made on my life until his passing. He was only 68 years old. And, you know, I already cried, you know what I'm saying, to be honest. And I'm surprised I even cried. You know what I mean? This made me feel a little bit like how most people probably felt when Kobe died or when Michael Jackson died. You know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong, I felt sad when those guys died, but because I wasn't really in the same element that these guys was in, as far as, for example, Kobe playing basketball, right? No, I watched basketball, but I didn't really play basketball, didn't study basketball, anything like that. But when it comes to Akira Toriyama, man, like he's the whole reason I even started drawing for the most part. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I have an older brother that drew, but Dragon Ball Z helped me take it to another level because I was just so in love with the characters and the art style. I wanted to master that. And at one point, I really did, bro. I could draw any character I wanted to. Even again as a young man when it came to bodybuilding, you know what I mean? Younger me, and even till this day, Dragon Ball Z is one of my main motivators for trying to stay fit. And especially when I was younger, I remember every time the show came on, I was lifting weights, I was jumping jacks, jump rope, you know what I mean? Like everything, you name it, man. That show, I really wanted to as a kid, I wanted to look like those characters for the most part, you know what I mean? And it really motivated me. And that was however many years ago, from Dragon Ball on up. I remember Master Roshi training Goku and Krillin and the things that they were doing. Like, I remember those things. And I thought, I was like, man, if I could do those things, I could be just as strong, I could be just as fast. It's crazy. You know how you are when you're a child. But ultimately, again, that those shows or that show, well, I guess I would say those shows, they really molded me. And you know, it's crazy because I think to myself, like, Goku was really, even though he's not a real person, obviously, but I remember telling myself I wanted to be just like Goku. I wanted to be just as strong. I wanted to take care of my family and friends, be a protector, just like Goku. Just those little things that you find in a character that you admire. And Goku was always that for me, even to this day. Maybe not so much because obviously I'm an adult now. You know what I mean? Your way of thinking has changed, of course, but at the same time, those things carry over to you, and that's why I say anybody that's watched that show, man, especially like us guys out there, for the most part, man, I know these characters meant a lot to us. And with that being said, it really shows me how much Akira Toriyama actually really meant to me. But it's crazy that it took for his death for me to really kind of see that. It's like you kind of already knew it's always been in the back of your mind to an extent, but now that obviously this has happened, it's like, man. And again, I just want to say, thank you for a great childhood. It got me through a lot of tough times. It helped build a lot of my character of who I am today. From the video games to the manga, all that stuff, man. I remember when my mom we used to go to Walmart on certain days. I can't remember exactly how I used to go, but she used to get me the VHS tapes, and I think they had like maybe one, two, four episodes, and maybe five on there at the most. And I used to have them all for the most part, especially the Boo Saga. That's the one I know I had the most. And then I had GT after that. I remember my cousin used to come over to the house and we used to like work out, or I would bring the tapes over there to his house and we would work out and stuff like that. And the games, it's just everything, man. And even to this day, I meant to show this earlier in the video, but it's like even to this day, man, I got this shirt years ago. I don't know if you can see. I got this shirt years ago, and I still have it because I don't really wear it anymore because I got a little rip in it. But for the most part, it's like, man, you know, I gotta show it one more time. Like Goku and Frieza, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it felt like one of the greatest rivalries ever. You know, even though it wasn't really a rivalry, but and some people gonna say, well, Goku and Vegeta, but y'all know what I mean as far as good guy, bad guy. You know what I mean? Like it's iconic, man. The first time Goku turned Super Saiyan, iconic. I know some people don't like GT, but the first time Goku went Super Saiyan 4, man, iconic moments to me. And like I said, just understanding and seeing these characters of how they developed over time and just you wanting to be, you know, like I said, you kind of embody some of their characteristics, whether you know it or not. That might not be the case for certain people, but I know for me, man, Dragon Ball Z really is one of the core things of my life to this day. And again, all I wanted to say, man, was I know the anime community, DBZ community, ultimately, man, I know we're hurting today because we feel like we lost a real one, and in the way we did. But he's gonna live on through a lot of us. He really will. He's gonna live on through a lot of us. I was watching something earlier, and like they said, a man only dies when he's forgotten for the most part. So with that being said, he's gonna live on for a long time. A lot of us that have kids, yeah, and things of that nature, bro, you were putting our kids onto this. You know what I'm saying? We know it's gonna live on. We know it will. And a part of it, it feels almost as if Goku went with them, but we know, again, we understand Goku's just character. And as I can see, I got, Goku from childhood up until, Super with the blue hair, SSG form, but man, it's crazy, And like I said, I've never felt like this towards somebody I've never met before, not like this, not like this. But like I said, to the guys and even to the girls, the women out there, that grew up on Dragon Ball Z, man, we all hurting right now. But we know that he's in a better place. As some of you have already been saying, he's with King Kai. Unfortunately, we don't have any Dragon Balls yet. You know what I'm saying? We don't have them yet, but honestly, hey man, again, hopefully you're in a better place anyway. And I just wanted to say thank you. I'm pretty sure the Dragon Ball Z community thanks you, the manga community thanks you, the anime community thank you. Anybody that you've impacted, I know at the end of the day, man, you changed a lot of our lives and molded us in some form or fashion to the young men and women, and even if just generations, it's a lot to say. But again, I just wanted to say thank you, Akira Toriyama. May you rest in peace. You will always be remembered.